This is a continuation video of Cognigy integration with IVR channel. Here we will walk through the Cognigy agent, flows, intent creation. Then we will also see how to create endpoint URL. Once we log into Cognigy platform using trial.cognigy.ai, we see this view. Please sign up if you do not have an account. On the left-hand side we can see all the virtual agents created. Now, we will switch to the agent created for this demo, SkylarBot. Skylar is the name of our bot. Here, in this dashboard you can see insights of your agents, developer notes, project member list, and recently changed flows. Now, from the left menu options, you can mouse hover on dashboard, select build, and choose flows. This is the view, where you can create new flows under the selected virtual agent. In this case, we see few flows like main, initial prompt flow, debit card, credit card, checkbook flows. These are mapped under Skylar. Now, let's take a peek on main flow. This is the initial trigger point for the SkylarBot. User starts the session by typing hello or hi to Skylar. And in the main flow we have lookup node. This is similar to switch case or executing big if-else condition. The condition or operand in this case is the intent. To identify the intent, we have defined 4 intents for this main flow. To create or see the existing intents, we can click on NLU menu option here. As you can see, we have created few intents for this flow, like checkbook, credit card, debit card, goodbye. So, when the user provides an input, we try to categorize the intent out of these 4 intents. To create an intent, click on Create Intent, give it a name, and save. Then we have to provide some example utterances, or sentences for this to get trained. For example, I need help with checkbook, my checkbook is expired, I am running out of my check leaves, etc. are the example sentences for the intent checkbook. Once this is saved, we need to click on Build Model to train, and use it in the flow. Now coming back to main flow, we have the lookup node mapped to a type intent, in this case the 4 intents that we have created. Now, we have default or initial case called as intent prompt, which gets selected when user query does not match to any intent we defined, and hence it goes to initial prompt flow as per the flow logic. Now, I am switching to initial prompt flow. The idea here is to welcome the user, by providing the options the SkylarBot can do, or the task it's trained upon. We have used a node type called once. A special node helps in providing 2 routes first time and afterwards. So as name suggests, it takes the first time route, only once in the entire session and switches to afterwards route, in all the other iteration in this session. So, basically, we want to welcome the user with initial greeting and all the tasks Skylar can do for a given session. If the user comes back to main flow and reaches here, we don't need to provide the same initial greeting, so we switch to afterwards route. So, here we have the initial welcome prompt defined as, welcome to Skylar Bank, etc. This is responded to the user, and then, switch back to main flow, expecting a response from the user. Now, based on this welcome message, user would ask, the query. And, the NLU model, helps in identifying, and, switching to that particular case, in main flow. For example, if user says, I need help in activating debit card, intent is identified as debit card and, from the main flow, we switch to debit card case, and, execute the debit card flow. In debit card flow, we have the logic to collect debit card number, and then, the expiry date, CVV, etc. Let's see this in action. To test your virtual agent, please click on Chat with your agent option. It creates a new session to Skylar. Let's say, hello. Skylar responds with the welcome prompt. As you can see here, user is asked to respond with an utterance related to checkbook, debit card or credit card. So let's reply as, I am running out of check leaves and I would like to place an order for new checkbook. Can you please help? Skylar asks for, how many pages? I am entering as 30. So, the conversation continues as per the user query and implementation logic. Now, let us look how to expose this agent to integrate with custom application using REST Endpoint API. On the left, we see an option, Deploy, and then select Endpoint. Here, create new endpoint, give it a name, and select REST, then save. This gets created and provides an endpoint URL to which we can send our query. For now, let's use Postman as the consumer of this endpoint URL. Creating a new post request with the endpoint URL provided by Cognigy. Selecting content type as JSON. The body, or the payload, can be found on the Cognigy documentation. Please find the URL for the documentation in the description of this video. We have to provide 1. User ID, which is the email ID that we use to log in to Cognigy. 2. A unique session ID, which we are supposed to replicate the same session ID for this conversation. And, third, the query to be asked in text parameter. Once we hit the send button, we get the response from the Skylar. So as expected, we see the welcome prompt. Now, we can continue the conversation using the postman. We only have to change the text parameter with new query. The session ID should be same as what we used earlier. So, these are the steps to follow to create an endpoint for your Cognigy virtual agent and use it with your custom application. With that, we would like to show you the end-to-end demo of this telephony integration with Cognigy AI platform.
Welcome to Skyway Bank. I am Skylar, your voice assistant. I can help you order checkbook, activate your credit or debit card. So, how can I help you today?
I'm running out of my checkbook. Need to place an order.
Sure, I can help you ordering checkbook for you. How many pages do you need? 10, 20, or 30?
30.
Alright. Next, I have your home address as 14020 Pine Shadow Drive, Charlotte, North Carolina, 28265. Is that correct?
No, I don't stay there.
Okay, do you want to collect it from your home branch?
Sure, that would be nice, I guess.
Sure thing. You can walk in any time between 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday, and your 30 pages checkbook will be ready for you to collect. Is there anything that I can help you today?
Yeah, need more help.
Sure, I can help you ordering checkbook, activating your credit or debit card. So, what help do you need?
I have this new plastic debit card and I want to activate it.
Debit card, sure. I can help you with that. Please say your last 6-digit debit card number.
320104.
Now, say your expiry date is mentioned on your card. For example, 0624.
0625.
Now please say the 3-digit CVV number as mentioned on your debit card.
356.
To confirm it's you, can you please say or enter your date of birth in DDMU format?
11th November 98.
I have collected all the details required to activate your debit card. I have raised activation request for you. Once the card is active, you will receive an SMS and email. Is there anything that I can help you today?
No, I'm good. Thank you so much.
I hope I was able to help you with your queries today. Thanks for calling Skyway Bank. Goodbye.
That's all for this video, we hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next video, until then bye bye.